Ed Steele from United Veterans of Michigan. Thanks for joining me today. We are going to talk about your organization, something really cool that you guys have going on that I saw you post on Facebook. I'm like, we need to highlight them and have you guys as part of our service provider spotlight. So Gather Veterans is a publication. We're print and online, and we serve the entire state of Michigan. And we're just looking for organizations and people that are doing good things for veterans, active military, and their families. So when I came across you guys, I'm like, oh, yes, we definitely need to get this information out. Time is of the essence. So thank you for responding to me, first of all. Thank you for that. And I just want to learn and I want to educate people on your group, the United Veterans of Michigan. So I'll kind of hand it over to you, Ed, and tell us a little bit about your group and what you guys have going on.
Hi, thanks for having us. I'm glad to be here. United Veterans of Michigan is a military-based nonprofit. We cater to veterans, active duty military members, Gold Star, Blue Star families. We started out as 3 guys taking veterans out hunting and fishing.
Cool.
Through doing that, we learned there's a lot of veterans out there that have issues, service-related issues, and they're not getting a lot of help. So one thing led to another, and we just steamrolled, and it went from 3 guys. We applied for our 501c3 last January, received it almost immediately. It was pretty insane how fast we received it. I believe it was before May we had our paperwork back.
Wow. You know what? You're the second one that I've heard about that, where it's been like you guys have applied for 501c3 and veteran organizations are getting it quickly, which is a good thing.
Yeah, I think the secret is doing it yourself. Don't hire. It's so easy.
Paperwork.
Right. But we've worked with a whole bunch of different organizations. One of our goals is to have an archive of a network of different organizations that offer actual services to veterans. There's a lot of veteran organizations out there that don't really do a lot for veterans.
Mm-hmm.
Our goal is to help our community. We help veterans we help homeless veterans get into homes.
Nice.
We feed veterans if they need it. We help pay their bills if they need it. We do a lot of PTSD awareness and suicide prevention speeches all over the state. We work with the VFW. We work with United Way. We work with a lot of small local organizations that actually do stuff for veterans.
Okay. Cool.
Our main goal is still PTSD treatment and helping with. I'm sorry, my phone's going out.
It's all good. It's live. We're live. It's way of being live. It's all good.
And help.
My kids probably running around upstairs, so it's all
right.
good.
We do a lot of handicapped veteran or disabled veteran outreach. Also, we build a lot of wheelchair ramps. We loan out wheelchairs, hospital beds, oxygen machines, stuff like that. And along comes COVID-19, and we're shut down. Nothing. We can't do anything. And I'm not a sit around person. I get grumpy. I myself suffer from PTSD, and this is how I cope with it, is by helping others. So I go from working from 3:30 in the morning to 10 o'clock at night every single day to nothing. And I've been going nuts. So it's something I said I would never do. I filed for some grants and we got one. Thanks to United Way of Southeast Michigan. They gave us a grant to help assist any veterans that are in need in Southeast Michigan.
Awesome.
Due to the COVID-19 stay-at-home order. So what we're doing, the main purpose why I'm on here right now is we need veterans that need help. Not only veterans, active duty military families, Gold Star families, Blue Star families. If you're suffering because of this, the stay-at-home order,
anymore, right?
You're not working, you can't pay your bills, you can't buy food. You need gas money to get to the VA or get to the doctors or whatever. Go on to the United Veterans of Michigan Facebook page. Look under, unfortunately right now, the way the page is set up, I can't post it to the top of the page. So you have to scroll down, and it's only down a couple of posts down. Look for, it says United Way in partnership, or I'm sorry, United Veterans of Michigan in partnership with United Way of Southeast Michigan. That post gives you all the instructions you need to go to get a hold of us, contact us. If you need it, you can call my phone number. And I don't know if you can put it on here somehow.
I can. Go ahead. I'm ready when you are.
Right. My name is Ed Steele, obviously. My phone number is 248-413-5106.
Okay. Perfect.
So you can call me and I can instruct you on what to do to get help. And the things we help with is food, essential household goods, stuff that you can't get right now. We have ways of getting it. So also utilities, rent, car payments, stuff like that. All you have to email me a past due notice for it, and we'll pay for it for you.
Okay. So for those people that do reach out to you, do they have to provide any sort of like proof, like their DD-214 or any sort of, okay. So be prepared to provide that as well. Okay.
Yeah. And if it's rent or a mortgage payment, I need something from your bank or your landlord.
Okay.
I mean,
makes sense.
We just have to, because it's a grant.
Sure.
We absolutely have to document every single thing that goes along with it, because we have to make a report at the end of it so they know where their money went. So.
Okay. And you guys are, when you say Southeastern Michigan, I mean, that for those of us in Michigan, I'm up in Traverse City area. So I'm a little northern of you guys, northwest. You guys have been hit really, really hard. Not saying that the whole state hasn't been hit. Obviously, we're number 3 in the nation, but just the fact of like that southeastern part. So can you tell me what counties that covers, what this grant would cover?
The grant absolutely covers Livingston, Oakland, Wayne, Macomb, St. Clair, Monroe counties.
Okay.
But we're not locked down to that. We can go a little bit outside Genesee County, a little bit, just basically the Southeast Michigan area.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, because that's good to know. It's good to know that your organization is statewide, because we were kind of talking about that before we got on. So if you can kind of tell people, you're centrally located in this grant specifically. That's why I reached out to you. I'm like, okay, we really need to get out. I had posted it on, I think, every Facebook group I could. I'm like, okay, these people are gonna be like, who's this random Jacqueline girl posting? But I was trying to get obviously the word out for those who are in Southeastern Michigan that this is an opportunity where they can get some help, some extra help. And I know like with the county offices and things of that sort, they also do financial assistance a lot and things like that, but they're also trying to manage the fact that they're closed as far as I know, and trying to navigate where to send people in that. So this is an awesome extra resource through the United Way, which United Way is near and dear to my heart. I was very actively involved in my United Way in Illinois. But just to kind of let people know that there's a resource down, I say down because I'm northwest of you, down in Southeastern Michigan. So, but you guys are a state group, is that correct?
Yes, yeah. Our normal activity outside of COVID-19 would be every weekend right now we'd have people, veterans, active duty military, Gold Star, Blue Star families out on the Detroit River, the St. Clair River, Lake Erie, Saginaw Bay, walleye fishing or perch fishing.
Cool. Good stuff.
We use that as a way to, especially with our veterans, as a way to talk to them. You're out there for 3 or 4 hours. You're chatting with them and stuff, and you figure out that these people need help. A lot of them need psychological help. They need medical. They need financial help. They need a lot of help, and that's basically our hunting and fishing and outdoor activities. That's what gives us an avenue to get help for these people, and let's know what they need. How bad off they are or whatever. And I'm not saying every veteran is bad off. Obviously they're not, because we have a lot of veterans in our organization that help other veterans.
Sure.
We just use it kind of as an avenue to gauge what people need, if they need anything.
That's awesome. So then you can sort of connect them to resources and things that they might need. That's awesome.
We work with roughly 20 different organizations that offer help. from colleges around the state, U of M, Michigan State. They all have veteran-based student.
Sure.
I wouldn't even know what to call them, but they're
right.
as a nonprofit organization. There's MSPAN at U of M and Michigan State. I can't remember the name of theirs off the top of my head, but
awesome.
We work with them. We work with other like other organizations like United Veterans of Michigan that offer similar things as us. We also utilize a bunch of, I believe we've got 6 different ranches across the state of Michigan. There's 2 of them up by you that we use. And I'm horrible for not doing my research before I got on here.
All good.
Ranch is semi near to you, and then they have a sister ranch that's up by Traverse City.
Nice.
But we utilize these horse ranches to help veterans with PTSD if that's something they're interested in.
Sure.
Or talking to it. We've actually used Hopewell Ranch a couple times to get veterans that were on the verge of committing suicide. And one of our members went and picked them up, took them up there and put them with the horses. And the horses are amazing, just an amazing tool.
Yes.
Depression and stuff. It's crazy watching the way they work with them.
Yeah, it's amazing. We're pretty actively involved. My family is. We have 2 ranches up here. Peace Ranch is one, a therapeutic, more a therapeutic based type ranch, and then we also have Reigning Liberty Ranch, which is more of the. That's where we go to volunteer a lot. We just like it's a little more low key our style, but definitely Peace Ranch is a great resource too. So that's kind of what's up in our area. So as soon as you said, I'm like, we were just at Reigning Liberty a few days ago, so my girls can walk the goat. We always over there, and it's so peaceful. Like you said, a lot of people hear about equine therapy and just with veterans and PTSD and horses, and it's just a cool resource I never knew about until I kind of got up here to Traverse City. So pretty cool.
Yeah, another thing I'd like to say is right now during this, excuse me, the way a lot of veterans just getting them out, a lot of people with PTSD or depression, just getting them out into nature.
Yes.
Huge relief for them. I mean, it's amazing. And that's the way I suffer from PTSD, and it's non-service related. It's something that happened in my life 20 years ago, but I've been there. I've been with a gun to my head. I wanted to end everything.
Yep.
I'm going to get emotional now. With everything that's going on with the new executive order from our governor, they took away one thing right now that's going to put a lot of people into a dark place. And I don't want to make this political. It's not at all. But if you are like me and you use the outdoors to help you cope with life, if you're having an issue, the number that I gave her, I'm sorry, the number that I said earlier is posted on our Facebook page. It's posted on our website, unitedveteransofmichigan.org. Call, talk to me. I would much rather stay up all night talking to somebody than have to say the eulogy. There's other ways, and we can teach you other ways to cope with what you're going through.
That's awesome. What a great resource, for sure. I think, I agree. I'm not a veteran with PTSD, but I love the outdoors, and it's so therapeutic. Like, I'm just itching to get outside, even though it snowed here. I don't know if you guys have snow down that way today. It snowed again last night here. I'm like, not that I can't hike in snow, but I love being out in nature. So I think it's powerful for a lot of people. So I love that you guys are kind of taking that outdoor aspect and getting out and getting in nature. And I think it opens people up, and they're more apt to talk, and you can kind of clear that air while you're out in the air, while you're on the fresh air, right? It can be your tagline, right? Something, but use something a lot more witty than that. So for those who maybe want to get involved with you, maybe they are in the Southeastern Michigan area, or maybe they're somewhere else in the state. I mean, are there opportunities for people to volunteer with you guys, to kind of get involved with you, be one of those veteran points? What does that look like?
We were supposed to start a membership drive here in the last month, but obviously with COVID-19, we put everything on hold. We will be having a membership drive on our Facebook page and on our website. Um, basically, what we need volunteers. We need people that are actually willing and wanting to help. We need help building wheelchair ramps. We need help delivering some handicap supplies. We need help getting guys out on boats. We have roughly 25 to 30 boats available to us right now to get veterans out fishing.
Nice.
The captains can't do it by themselves. They need a volunteer to go on with them and help them. And even if you don't know anything about fishing, you'll learn.
Right.
These guys that we have, most of them are charter boat captains and stuff like that.
Nice.
So you learn how to fish. Also hunting. We have right now, unfortunately, turkey season starts Saturday, and we have to be able to do our hunts, but we do. Our goal at the beginning of this year was from April 1st on was to have at the very least one veteran on a boat every weekend.
Nice.
Year until deer season starts up, and then it was deer hunting and small game hunting and duck hunting. We don't know what's going to happen now this year due to what's going on, but our plan is as soon as this opens back up, we're going to just go full bore.
Right. Hit the ground running, literally.
I myself do sturgeon fishing, perch fishing, walleye fishing.
I love walleye. Love walleye. My dad was a big walleye fisher. Oh, I love walleye.
Yeah, I'm waiting for after this weekend. I can go to Clear River from shore and get some.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very good. Well, I think with everything that's kind of happening, like I said, you guys are sort of transitioning. I think even being able to kind of adapt and overcome a little bit, where it's like, okay, what can we still do since we're kind of in this waiting pattern, this holding pattern, and that's where the grant came in, which is super awesome.
Right.
You guys are at least able to get that. So even to stay connected to the veterans who still need those resources, who still need that point of contact. Obviously, you've given your phone number, so any veteran or veteran family member or anyone that needs to talk to Ed can definitely give him a call. So you may get a bunch of calls. Maybe I'll
That's fine. My phone's rang about 5 times since we've been on this.
Right. I've been texting you over a few days. So that resource being there too. And I think I saw on your post that you guys will actually deliver supplies as well. So if veterans aren't able to get somewhere.
Yes, and we're following all the COVID guidelines. Have the N95 masks. We have gloves. I have an enclosed trailer that gets power washed at the end of the day every day and disinfected. We will not deliver person to person. We'll deliver it to your doorstep or to your garage. It's up to you. Give you a phone call when we're almost there, so you can open your garage or whatever and be expecting us, so nobody can get your food. But
Nice. So do you guys also need people to help you with delivering as well still?
Right at this moment, no.
Okay,
believe it or not, the response to this has not been huge at all. I would have thought it would be. I'm sure we will need help. The problem is dealing with the guidelines. It's going to be really hard to actually accept help for it, just due to social distancing and not being able to send more than one person at a time to do it. Right. Family. So, but we'll figure it out. We have access to more enclosed trailers. So if we do need help, we'll start asking them for it on our page.
Good. Okay. So just kind of keep an eye on your Facebook page if you kind of want to help. But also too, if you're a veteran family, definitely make sure that you're going on there and applying. I know Gina just commented, this is going to save so many lives. Thank you so much, Ed, for what you are doing. We just sent in our application. I cannot say how much this will mean. That's awesome.
Hey,
awesome. Oh, that's good. Thank you for sharing, Gina. It's good to know. See, someone's replying, right? We're trying to get the word out as much as we can, especially if you live in those communities. This is a huge resource that you guys can use. Comes through the United Way of Southeastern Michigan, through United Veterans of Michigan. Like, if you have a need, now is the time to get it out to them, get an application put in, and see how they can help. I think that's huge. So thank you for sharing that, Gina. That makes me all nice, warm, and fuzzy. Good. Okay, so with all that said, I did post your Facebook page. If we can help in any way on the Gather Veterans end, please let us know. if we can help you get it out there. I know we've been trying to post as much in your communities, which again is Oakland, Macomb, Livingston, Monroe, St. Clair.
Yep.
And Wayne.
Oakland, Wayne, Macomb, Livingston, St. Clair, and Monroe.
Okay, perfect. So that's what.
And it's not limited to that. And
a little bit of surrounding area.
I've had person in I believe he was in Bay City.
Okay.
We helped him out, and I've got a couple more guys in Genesee County that we're going to help out.
Good. So don't be shy if you don't necessarily fit into that little mold of counties, but
right. Another thing I want to stress: nobody will know that you asked for help.
Perfect. That was going to be my next question.
The only people that are going to know are our board members. Because they're the only ones that have access to our email. It's not going to get posted publicly. We're not going to do any pictures. We're not going to do anything like that. This is just a service for you guys to help you. So
that's awesome. Very good to know, because I think some people might be a little hesitant, like, oh, if I ask for help, is it going to be blasted out there? Some people would be hesitant. So yeah, make sure you make note of that nobody will know except their board members. You can get the help that you need, the financial assistance, whether it goes to rent, groceries, mortgage, whatever kind of past due utilities you'd mentioned.
And if there's other needs you need too.
Perfect.
Ask. If there's something else you need help with, ask. So we know we may be able to help you. We may not be able to help you. Even if we can't help you, we have a whole bunch of other resources that may. Exactly. Yes. Let Ed know what you need. Ed can direct you in Southeastern Michigan. Tell Ed, and he can direct you accordingly, even if he can't help. Ed, I feel like you're going to get slammed with calls. Hopefully you do. That's the whole point of it. Right.
You can messages on your Facebook page. I think that was my intention behind having you on, and it was quick. I'm like, okay, when can you do it? Because time is of the essence. I know how grants work. Right, we want to get that money out as much as we possibly can. And I know the United Way, they were very responsive. The United Way of Southeastern Michigan, kudos to them. Thank you to them. They were very responsive to us. Like, please just let us get it out as much as we can. So super cool. I'm so glad to hear that Southeastern Michigan is being served.
One other thing I'd like to say based on what you just said is we have a timeline. This is supposed to be done by the end of April.
Okay.
We've got $20,000 to give away by the end of April.
Nice. Done and done.
2 weeks. I need people that need help.
Perfect.
I was very shocked when I put this out last weekend that I didn't have any replies. I've had 3 replies since I put it out. Shared it everywhere that I can think of sharing it.
Okay. Well, we'll share the crap out of it too. Like better words, right? He's got some money to spend. So guys, even if maybe you don't need the help, but you know of another family or a fellow veteran or whoever might need the help, that's related to some sort of active military veteran, Gold Star, Blue Star families, like you said. They got some money to spend. So money is burning a hole in their pocket. They want to get it out. We need to get it out to those who need it. So
we can't spend it on anything but you. That's it. Military members in Southeast Michigan. That's what we have to spend it on. So
perfect.
Please, if you need help, tell us.
Perfect. I like it. Very, very targeted demographic, and Southeastern Michigan is going to be served, and all of the military members there. So I'm excited to hear. I'm excited to hear from your Northwest Michigan friends up here, up this way. Super cool. And I would encourage you guys to check out United Veterans of Michigan, reach out to Ed, reach out to his crew. And start letting people know this is a resource that's out there. They have some money to spend. So super cool. So good to know that good things are going on in the state of Michigan while we all kind of wait. And soon enough, you'll be out on those fishing boats. You'll be out hunting, Ed. I promise, somewhere in there. I'm not sure, but we're all just waiting. Maybe I'll come fishing with you guys. I would love to go walleye fishing. I haven't been walleye fishing in many, many years.
We do. We also this year a new thing that we have access to. I believe we have 5 different captains on the west side of the state that do salmon fishing. So we'll be doing that also this year.
Salmon fishing would be I've never been salmon fishing. My husband, he's a Marine vet, and he's always like, I'm gonna go salmon fishing. I'm like, I love to eat salmon, but I'm like, I've never been salmon fishing. Like, how cool would that be? So I'll have to keep an eye on it.
You would have a very fun time salmon fishing if you like.
I'll make sure I sign him up. I might sign myself up somewhere in there, even though I'm not a vet. I'm married to one.
If your husband goes, you can go with him. So
okay, perfect. Well, I'm not sure. I'm gonna go separately. I kind of like to fish on my own. Give him his space. He can learn salmon fishing. But anyway,
I'll give you an example of one trip we took last year. We took the state commander of the VFW and his wife out on Saginaw Bay.
Okay.
He had 6 people on the boat. We were fishing in the tournament at the local at the Seaboyne American Legion.
Okay.
In 2.5 hours, we caught a 6-man limit of walleye in 2.5 hours.
Wow.
48 fish.
Nice.
And that was just the keepers. That didn't include the
any of the throwbacks.
Salmon and the pike and perch.
Wow. Huh. Sign me up. I used to go fishing a lot with my dad when I was a kid. I was his outdoor. I was always the son he never had.
I've got 2 daughters like that.
I love that you love to fish. I'm like, whatever, put me out in water on a boat. I'm cool. So I miss fishing a lot. I need to teach my little girls. I have a 10-year-old and 6-year-old. They need to learn how to fish. I was like, I already knew how to fish by that time.
I involved my daughters in this, and they've been hunting with me since they were young.
Nice.
They both like hunting and fishing. And
good.
my oldest one is now active duty Air Force, and my youngest one is still in high school, but her plans are, she's in 10th grade this year, and her plans are to get her associate's degree and go on as a medical officer. So
nice. Good. Thank you for your service. We appreciate it for sure. And thank you for everything you continue to do for your community and the whole state of Michigan and Gather Veterans. I'm so excited I saw your post and we could get you on and get the word out.
I'm so happy you did.
I'll just be this random person. That's just how I work. So anything we can do to help get the word out, but definitely check out their Facebook page. Keep up to date. Give Ed a call or send him a text if you need some help, need some information, need some clarification. But kudos to you guys. I'm glad to hear you guys are doing awesome things in the world we're in and learning how to adapt and overcome and pivot where you need to be. It's cool to hear that you guys have not stopped. You're still continuing to serve veterans and their families. So we appreciate it.
Thank you for doing what you do.
Of course. Yeah, we are here to help, but we will check in with you and see how things went with the grant. Of course, we don't know any names or anything like that, but we're excited to see what you guys do in Southeastern Michigan. So thank you to Ed from United Veterans of Michigan, and we'll keep up to date on you. Doing good things.
Thank you.
Awesome. Thanks, Ed. Great to meet you. All right, bye.
Bye.